episode 3 will be there tomorrow.
Before we leave you though, let's check these out.
And as one vlog closes, another one begins.
Let's go check out Carlsbad Caverns. Damn. Unfortunately,
Just our luck.
the cavern's closed. And you can see it's just down there. There's a huge cave that goes down there. And supposedly there's a bunch of bats. But because the government's closed down,
Not going in there today.
Stupid government shutdown.
check out this little castle behind us, guys.
Right? Pretty sweet.
I'm pretty sure this is from the Spanish-American War.
Yeah.
What do you say, Gramps? Spanish-American War?
Mexican-American.
Mexican-American.
I don't really know, I'm guessing.
I thought it was Spanish-American.
I think it...
You guys let
I
us
don't
know.
know.
You-
Any history buffs out
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you know.
So, while we're here,
We want to talk about a little something.
we want to talk about a little something, something.
So if you guys have watched the news at all recently, you've probably seen a lot of this.
Mexico is facing major fuel shortages as the country's new president tackles oil theft. Gas stations
turning into nightmares. The U.S. Department of State issuing an urgent travel advisory to Americans
This week,
as
the
violence
State
continues.
Department issued its top travel warning, usually reserved for war zones like Iraq or Syria.
So with that news, you might be wondering, why the heck are you guys going down to Mexico, driving all the way through Mexico, and trying to make it to Belize? And we're gonna talk about that through this video, but first, gotta get some driving in.
Let's get some driving in.
So we're at Walmart now.
Yeah, look at my hair.
Oh my God. So we drove
We are at the infamous Walmart in, where are we?
in the middle of nowhere in Texas.
Middle of nowhere.
These last few days we've just been driving. We've booked it all the way from Quartzsite, Arizona.
Yep.
Now we're about 6 hours from Laredo, which is gonna be our entry point
Yes.
into Mexico
And our last destination in the U.S.
before we leave for like 2 or 3
Couple
months.
months. Yep.
So we just wanted to talk a little bit about what we were talking about earlier, which is going to Mexico worth it, and is the risk worth it?
And it may be a little bit too soon for us to technically answer this in a correct way.
But from what we did, we thought about going to Mexico last year, and we've done over a year's worth of research.
Yeah.
We've talked to hundreds of people, people who have been there, people who have lived there, people who have traveled there for a long period of time, people who have done the exact same thing that we have done.
Yeah.
And every single one of them has told us,
A positive answer.
and that's gotta be an absolute blast, it's gonna be
Yeah.
the time of our lives.
Absolutely.
On the other side, a lot of people who haven't been there, especially a lot of our family,
Yeah.
says we're making a huge mistake.
Huge mistake.
So for us, this is really a moment that we need to trust ourselves.
Right.
Trust our own opinions.
Right.
Trust our own research.
Right.
Trust the people that we've spoken with,
Right.
and do something that we think is going to be an absolutely amazing time.
And in our eyes, it's giving us an opportunity to push past our comfort zone and do something uncomfortable. Because when you do things that are uncomfortable, it brings you a better understanding about what your abilities are.
But maybe we should go see what Trent and Allie have to say.
Let's go ask him. What are you doing in here?
All right, you guys want to hear our big question of the day?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, we've turned some lights on in here because it's making your face all red.
I think that's just my face.
All right, so the question of the day, from like all the news and all like the negative publicity of Mexico, why is traveling there worth it for you guys?
Why is it worth it?
Yeah.
Because I like to challenge the boundaries and do things that people say you can't do.
If we don't go, we'll never know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
And
right?
I've seen people do it. I've seen people do it.
So
and
many
like,
people.
The people that tell you not to do it are usually people that haven't done it. So it's
Yeah.
like, and the people that have done it tell you to do it.
Totally.
It's a lot of done it.
Simply put, very well said.
The two K9s.
In their natural environment, the two canines
Yes.
struggle for the porcupine koala.
This rare species is highly sought after the K9s.
The male stands proud on the nest, overbearing at the female. He takes his winning, retreats to home.
Which one of you is gonna hit it?
Cute. Oh my god, I love it.
You're gonna break
Oh,
that.
Frank will rip it off.
He's
Frank will
gonna rip it.
off.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah! Good girl.
Ooh, look what we got here.
What do we have
we
here?
got a vlog going.
We have an Instagram story going.
We got friends in the van. We are having ice cream for dinner, baby. Homemade whipped cream. What else? Red wine?
That's about it.
God, so good.
We're feeling like little kids tonight.
This is in honor of every 8-year-old. Every 8-year-old's dream. Right here. We're living it for you.
No parents.
All right, we'll listen for the didge in the morning.
Yes. Absolutely.
Bye guys.
Wake up the Walmart.
For that morning did.
Good night, guys.
Guys.
Did you know that tomorrow is our last day in the United States?
Not ever.
But for a while.
For a while. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna eat some shut-eye.
Time to sleep. We got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. We got a lot of shiz that we gotta get done.
We'll see you guys at sunrise.
See you in the morning.
Good morning!
Oh, hey, how's it going there, neighbor?
Hey, Frank!
Hey, come here!
Some lattes? So I was in the middle of making this whole coffee montage. You're telling me I should. You're telling me I should cut the coffee montage?
Okay. It's up to you, man.
I guess that's where we're gonna end it.
You trying to steal our ice cream scooper, bro?
No, we're leaving that there for you.
Just a little latte.
Man, look at that art. So that's like an 8 out of 10.
It's an agave plant.
Looks like one.
An agave plant from Mexico.
Thanks, dude. Yesterday, our low oil pressure light turned on, which means our engine's burning oil. So we're a little low right now. I'm gonna run to Walmart and grab some. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. We're due for an oil change anyway. It's probably been like 5,000 miles since we got one. So we're due for an oil change. Just gonna throw a quart of oil in here and then we should be good to go.
So we are back on the road. We got, hold on, a little over 6 hours until we arrive in Laredo, which is the border crossing city that we will be going through to get into Mexico. And we're running a little bit behind. We have a package that we have to pick up today, no later than 6 o'clock. And our GPS says that we're going to arrive in Laredo at 5:23, and that's without stopping. Try to get an oil change tonight. There's a place that's open until 8:30, and then if not, then we're gonna have to go in the morning at like 7:30 before we cross the border.
And why this is kind of a big deal is we want to cross the border tomorrow as early as possible.
Right.
Because we need to do a bunch of stuff. We need to go to immigration, we need to get a bunch of paperwork.
Yeah. So in honor of crossing the border tomorrow, I figured it would only be right to get some Topo Chico. I think that's how you pronounce it.
What's up?
So in honor of crossing the border tomorrow,
What do you got for me?
I figured it would only be right.
Oh, you got some Topo. Will this impress you?
I'm just gonna get a bottle opener.
No, wait, watch. Give me one shot. Ah.
Take the first sip, see what it tastes like.
Tastes like a watered down Sprite. Well, we're cutting it really, really close. You can see the time there. 5:51 and the UPS store closes at 6.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know, if we hit any more traffic, I think we're in trouble.
Well, we're just gonna have to book it.
Fly, baby, fly!
What do you have to say for yourself?
Sorry, I was being mean.
I know.
I was being mean, I was really excited.
I know.
You guys wanna see why I was so excited?
Look at that beauty.
Wow. So this was the lens that we used on our nice camera for the longest time, and a bunch of dust got in there. And it might have been that time that you spit the protein powder on the lens. Now we got the lens back. It was really important.
That was a success. We made it to Laredo just in time. We still have a long list of things that we need to get done. So what's the next thing that we're gonna go do?
Hopefully we can get an oil change, which is like almost equally as important.
All right, let's see what happens.
We'll
Oil
see.
change entrance right here. Get my
Can I
stuff.
bring my dog in with this?
Alright guys, looks like it's a go. We're gonna go inside, wait while they do this thing, and probably get something to eat because I am starving. I don't think that could have gone any smoother.
That was amazing.
In and out, 30 minutes.
You want to go to In-N-Out?
No.
I went to Walmart. And I got some news.
What?
There's 0 gas cans in there.
Oh, really?
Oh, you know what that means?
Everyone's
Everybody already
grabbing
bought them and took them to
I know.
Mexico.
I know.
Do you think that's
great.
really
we
why?
have water jugs. We could use a water jug if we were really getting desperate. I mean, a gas can's gonna get us what, like an extra 50 miles?
They had
It's not
10
gonna,
gallon
like-
cans, which would give us like 100 miles.
Yeah, but it's not gonna. You're still gonna have to go to a gas station in 100 more miles.
Yeah.
You know, it's not gonna solve the having to refuel up issue.
Yeah.
That's just my.
The
2
refueling up
cents.
issue, I feel like that just like legitimized the whole issue for me.
The people that we talked to said like 30 minutes to an hour wait to get gas.
Oh, did they say that?
Yeah,
Oh, I
like-
thought they said like 3 to 6 hours.
No,
That's
well,
what the pictures look like.
that's what
the
people-
pictures are 4 lanes deep of cars a mile long,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that's right. But
that's
it
30
looks
minutes.
scary.
They work fast.
Well, we'll know tomorrow. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm legitimately freaking out.
Well, this is our last night before we drive across the border.
I'm slightly terrified.
How you feeling? Oh, almost dropped it.
I'm feeling pretty confident, dude.
Are you?
I had a few conversations with people that really brightened my spirits and made me feel like everything's gonna be fine. I'm not like super stressed. Obviously, it's like a scary thing,
Right.
but I think once we get there, we'll realize that like it's, you know, we're just like kind of hyping it up.
Yeah. How about you?
Freaking out. 100%. Because like you can prepare as much as you possibly can. You can overly prepare and still not be prepared for like everything that might happen. Which is fine. That's like why we're going. It's part of the adventure.
I don't think these guys are worried at all. I think both of them are just really happy to have each other. Well, I think that's about it. We are excited, but nervous. And tomorrow morning, crossing the border.
Amen.
The next time we see you, we'll be in Mexico.
What do you think, Aldous? Lola?
Reba.
What do you think, Aldous? Are you
It's like,
excited?
I want to go on the bus.
Are you excited? Yeah, you're so excited. All right, guys, this is where we're gonna say goodbye. We'll be
See you guys.
You guys will be seeing these guys next. They got the next one,
See you soon.
and
See
hopefully
you in Mexico.
everything goes smoothly.
Adios.
Later.